My name's Nico T. This is a timeless general reading. Timeless art for reflection, for perspective, for focus. So, I'm going to be reading on the concept of free will. So this is going to be a psychic perspective, a channel perspective on choice, because I think this is very important for you to understand, whoever you are, because free will is an absolute truth in this universe, because humans will things, we act, we do things, we speak, and when we will things, there's ripple effects to each choice. And we're making choices all the time, whether we're consciously aware of it or not. So, if you are aligned and you can face your subconscious choices and your conscious choices, you can will things consciously and be more in a state of alignment, following your intuition, receiving the best knowing and seeing and doing for you to will and choose to create what you want to experience here in life, while also accommodating the fact that you don't exist in a bubble reality. This is a co-creation with multiple perspectives, multiple people who breathe and live and feel and have hearts and get sick and die and all these things. So don't forget that your choices cause ripple effects to everyone you encounter in the 3D, in the digital world, in the unseen realms, because choices can be made behind closed doors that still affect people. Okay, so free will. We are consciousness, which is energy, and that contains choice, because we are conscious and we can direct our energy with where we place our focus, where we place our time, where we place our money, our resources. Because people who have the most choice and power in this world have a lot of momentum behind their choices, and that still affects everyone. Okay, so I got lost in my visions then, so let's see where I can take this. So, grounded choices. You are connected to everyone in your life, and each experience is an act of choice, because you get to choose how you treat people, what you tolerate and do not tolerate, what you can choose regardless of your programming, regardless of the path that is set with the momentum, set with the motion. How do you redirect your thoughts, your actions, your energy through choices, through free will, regardless of the chaos or the disruption that is fogging the mind, making it so you feel sometimes you can't make grounded choices because you aren't in your body, you aren't in this resource of consciousness, because you contain multiple chakras or energy centers, which are all individual systems of consciousness and thought that are receiving and emitting energy all the time. So the more you are embodied, the more you are aligned, the more you are choosing all the time through each aspect of you in a conscious, aligned state, choosing things that benefit you, accommodate you, and accommodate others' perspectives. Not just making choices regardless of other people's will, because free will is a characteristic of success in life, desire, purpose, feeling like good emotions in general. If you're not willing what you want to desire, honestly, what is the point of continuing on if there's no improvement to a state that actually feels prosperous, that you can cultivate what you want to cultivate? Oh God, Jesus Christ. So free will. Free will is very important because we are conditioned to forget that we have it, because we enter circumstances where we have to show up and behave a certain way, act a certain way, and often we feel like we don't have a choice, so we get in the system and go along with it, go along with what we're told to choose, what we're made to choose, what we're pressured to choose. There's a lot of different pressure in different parts of life that make you choose what you choose. So it's important to be conscious of these obstacles, these hurdles, these redirections, and see what the choices are that you can actually make from where you're at, because you can really recalibrate your whole life by doing any acts that get you into centered focus. Because if you're in centered focus, it doesn't matter what's on the TV, it doesn't matter what is going on all out there, all this distraction, because my compass, my aligned stream of consciousness that is connected to everything else in existence, because we are all interconnected, will have the right knowing and seeing and doing coming through to my conscious awareness and centered perspective, so that I can consciously choose things that are in a aligned state, in a harmonious state with what is, including other people's choices. Many choices are placed on us through what we see. And it's important to know that time evolves, and we often look at choices that were made in the past, just in general in history. Okay? Things like bombing each other until everyone's dead and no one can live here and nothing can grow here for years. You know, choices like that. Those choices are shit, so make better ones, okay? That's just an example. I want to say that not all choices are bad that aren't necessarily the best choice for you. Sometimes people care for you and they want you to choose something because that's what they know from their perspective would make them feel good. But you may know different and still choose different because you know what's aligned for you from your perspective. So this is about accommodating your self-choice expression, who you really are, what you actually value, regardless of what's imposed on you, while actually also accommodating other people's perspectives so that they can accommodate that and understand that and not be hurt by that, because there's a chain reaction still with choices like this. So we need to be conscious and connected in the heart space so we can feel into how other people are perceiving us and accommodate that. Everything you buy is a choice. Everything you say is a choice. Everything you do is a choice. Everything is a choice. Don't forget that. You have power. You have choice. You can consciously choose to tune into your intuition, your emotions, and others, and choose things that are in the best interest of us and the environment without catering to what is imposed on us through what is shown to us, because we really need to get more in the state of feeling, because feelings are more than thought. They're a lot louder and truer, okay? So it is very important to be embodied so that you have actual access to choice, because this is only one receptor here, okay? you are an ecosystem of consciousness that contains multiple ecosystems of consciousness, individual systems of consciousness, chakras, okay? And they also exist outside your body in the energy field as well. So each of these aspects of you are choosing, and it is important to be embodied and connected with your emotions, because your emotions are your chakras. These sensations in your body are your chakras. So when you go take a bunch of medication to disconnect from your sensations, your feelings, your body, you're only focused on this, which is a reflection of what you see, not what you feel, often, which can cause disruptions to you because you can't feel into how you are actually experiencing things and what you actually want to choose. Okay, I think that was a good first reading on choice and free will. Definitely won't be the last. Definitely not all the perspective. But please just take this as a reminder that you have choice, you have free will, and you can cultivate what you want if you're connected to your emotions and the perspective, emotions, experience of others. Because there is more momentum when there's things happening in a aligned state that accommodate everyone, because that's what co-creation is, and that's what we signed up for when we came and incarnated here on this damn planet. So let's just roll with that, okay? Art is everything, and everything is art.